Tonight on Restaurant Startup, it's pie versus pie. A punk rock couple with their eyes on the prize.
This is my American dream, and it doesn't get more American than pie.
A small town duo with big time ambition.
This year, we're on track to do the $140,000 net profit.
That's huge.
With hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line, will one of them earn an investment from Joe or Tim? Joe Bastianich owns a portfolio of 30 acclaimed restaurants, along with Italy, a high-end Italian market. Tim Love is a celebrity chef with 6 award-winning restaurants and a retail empire. They're both looking for the next food visionary, and they're willing to put their money where their mouth is. Each week, Joe and Tim will give just one team $7,500 and 36 hours to turn this empty space into their dream restaurant. Then they'll open their doors to the public. If one or both likes what they see, they'll offer to bankroll the business with their own money. It's Joe and Tim's cash, and they call the shots.
What you pitched me was bull.
Will they make an offer together?
It's the sweetheart deal of a lifetime.
Will they fight for the deal?
The deals are not that different.
It's just mine's better.
Mine's more intelligent.
Oh boy.
Or will they both walk away from the table?
Tell me when you're ready to talk serious.
This is Restaurant Startup. Up first, Lisa Totten and Karrimor, 2 pie makers from Connecticut looking to launch their first restaurant.
Lisa and I started this business with $300. We started as a catering company, but we found a niche with our baked goods.
We are so much more than 2 moms in a pie shop. We're really great businesswomen. We make pies 12 hours a day. Some weeks we can produce almost 3,000 pies. Our fillings are 10 times better than you would find at the grocery store.
My dream for the Sixpence Pie Company is to become a household name. Getting this investment would be huge because we produce so much, just us 2 on our own. I can only imagine with some support and backing what we could do.
Hi, I'm Lisa Totten.
And I'm Karrimor. Today, we're the proud owners of the successful Sixpence Pie Company.
We are one of the few producers of the pasty across the country. We dragged the British pasty out from the Middle Ages and made it work for the modern palate. Not only do we do savory pies, but our sweet pies are delicious.
You can find our award-winning pies in the local bakery we own and operate, as well as farmers markets, Renaissance festivals, and wholesale outlets. Last year, we did $145,000 gross with $75,000 net profit. This year, we're on track to do $200,000 gross with $140,000 net profit. It's a 70% profit margin.
That's huge.
Should we stop talking now? Should we just make this deal?
We are looking for a $300,000 investment in exchange for 30% of the business.
We guarantee if you invest in us, you will see a profit. Having a finger in the pie means having a part of our business.
I want the whole freaking pie.
All right.
Let me stop the presses here. Right now,
Yeah.
your best asset is that logo.
It definitely has that ye old English look to it. Nice.
Thank you.
Wenches, bring hither your pies.
There you go.
The one that's the circle is our apple cider braised barbecue pulled pork. The one that's in the pasty form is the banana Belgian chocolate hazelnut pie.
That is ridiculously good.
Thank
I
you.
love that one.
Oh my God. Okay, so pork pie. Crust has a great texture.
Thank you.
The meat is well cooked and nice and tender.
This is very, very rustic, hearty food.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What this food is not is sexy in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Now,
Now, that can be okay, depending on who you're trying to market to.
Well, right now you got your teenage boys, you got college students, but you also have your moms come in and buy this for dinner for
So
the
it's
whole
like home
entire
meal
family.
replacement, really.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
That's a big category.
Yeah.
and if we had this restaurant, we would absolutely have a takeout area too.
So what do you sell this for?
$6.
$6
currently.
And what does it cost you to make it?
11%. So that would be.
So 11%,
About 80,
$6
yeah.
is how much? 66 cents?
Yeah.
You sell it for $6.
Yep.
That's good. Being in the restaurant business is a whole nother thing than producing pies in a bakery, right? You know that.
Oh,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Why should I give you money to be in the restaurant business?
Because it's a great concept.
And we already have a brand.
Yeah.
All over Connecticut.
That is a good answer. So
Right.
you have a brand that you feel can be extrapolated into a
We just
restaurant
haven't
model.
been able to take it to the next level because we just want to make sure that it's done the right way. Is it more of a Shake Shack style where you grab a beer to go, or is it more of a sit-down gastropub style?
You want people to eat pot pie and drink cold beers.
Drink cold beers, or in the morning have a quiche and have a nice espresso.
A gastropub, right? Is that what you want?
It's definitely, see, this is where we do need some guidance and advice. We see it as both.
Honestly, we wanted your guys' advice on that.
But if you don't know what the heck you want to do, then my money is worthless. This is your vision, not mine.
If we had to make a decision, we could make a decision.
I'd love to have you
Yeah.
make a decision because all you're giving us is different options.
I like the fast casual.
Fast casual, you
Okay.
still have beer.
Where does this fast casual pie restaurant exist?
New Haven,
What is the rent?
$7,000 a month.
What can you gross in the quick serve restaurant serving pies?
Around $20,000 a week.
A week.
Yes.
20,000 a week is 80,000 a month, is $1 million bucks.
That's just under $1 million bucks a year.
You have to have a very, very low labor cost, though.
Yes, it is going to be a minimum wage, $10 an hour employee that's going to be working there.
The beauty of this concept is that you have no skilled labor, the food's good, the idea's good. The problem is, what you aren't is restaurateurs. We have a good amount of things to think about.
Cheers, ladies.
All right, thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Up next, Nikita, Sanchez, and Jessica Imbranone, an engaged couple from Detroit, hoping to turn their handcrafted pies into a nationwide hit.
My dream is when Rock City Pies opens up, it's gonna blow up, put Detroit on the culinary map, and just keep expanding.
I met Nikita at a local artist market, and he was selling pies. It was literally the most amazing thing I'd ever eaten in my whole entire life, and ever since we've been inseparable.
When I started selling pies, we started getting crazy publicity.
We turned his pies and this pie following into Rock City Eatery, which is a full-scale restaurant, and we sell out the pies literally every night. So we need a new location to really mass produce these pies. Right now, Detroit is on such an upswing. We need to really hit now when it's good. The missing piece that we really, really need is to be able to get the pies out to everybody.
This is my dream. I need this investment. Without it, it's not gonna happen. I'm Nikita Sanchez,
And I'm his fiance, Jessica Imbranone.
and we're the team behind Rock City Pies in Detroit, Michigan.
Rock City Pies are so good, they launched Nikita's career. He started selling them at a local artist market and gained a huge following.
We currently own and operate a full-scale restaurant in Hamtramck, just outside of Detroit. Here's the thing. Because of the size of our kitchen, and because there's only one of me, we only have the capacity to showcase 1 or 2 of our pies every day. We're looking for a location where we can feature full scale of all of our pies, dessert pies, savory pies, pizza pies, all the pies.
Within the next 5 years, we want to have a Rock City Pie in every single major city across the US.
Whoa.
We're looking for $350,000 investment. In return, we're offering 30% stake in Rock City Pies. I came to US from Russia when I was 12, and I watched my parents work themselves to the bone to provide a better life for us. And I've worked super hard to prove to them that their sacrifice and their dedication has really paid off. This is my American dream, and it doesn't get more American than pie.
So let's talk about the vibe.
Our vibe for Rock City Pies would definitely be for lunchtime, you'd come in, you'd order your food, you sit down, you get out. So it'd be a pretty fast turnaround. For dinner, you would come, you would sit down. There's obviously booze, so you would spend a little more time.
So more of a restaurant feeling at night, like dim the lights
For
kind
sure.
of thing?
Dim the lights, make it a little bit more
So
sexy.
full service at night.
For
Yes.
sure.
Okay. So let's talk about your logo. It doesn't say anything about what's gonna happen. It looks like I'm gonna go in there and just buy an apple pie.
I want to see something that speaks more about who you are.
You're like a tattooed Russian Bolshevik chef. You're gonna have to do something else to let me see more of who you are in your graphics.
For sure.
All right, let's taste these pies.
Here you go.
So you've got salted caramel apple and the French duck.
Tell us about the savory pie.
We have roasted duck, fennel, carrots, celery, puff pastry. And the salted caramel apple, we're going for fresh apple taste. There's homemade caramel on there and sea salt.
I think the pies are delicious.
Thank you.
Okay. I think this pie is tremendous.
Thank you.
There's some real depth and flavor, shows a little finesse in your cooking. So, the duck pie. How much does this pie cost?
That one costs us anywhere between $1.50 and $2.
You need to really know what your food cost is in order to operate a business. What do you use? The whole duck, or do you?
I use pretty much 50-50 leg and breast.
Are you crazy? Why are you doing that? You could just buy duck legs for like 20% of the price.
That's debatable.
Oh, it's not debatable. That's a fact.
True, all right, fine. Duck legs cost less.
You may have opinions,
for sure.
I have facts, so let's talk in facts. Actually, let's talk about pizza for a second. Have you made a good pizza?
You throw it in, you rotate it a few times, cheese melts, it's delicious. Pizza is good no matter what.
Is that how you make pizza? Tim, I've been missing it all these years. All those idiots obsessing in Brooklyn about 800-degree ovens, they missed the boat.
So, I've heard of Rock City Eatery, and you're the chef there, yeah?
Yes, sir.
How come you don't want to expand Rock City Eatery?
Rock City Eatery is my personal passion project where I get to experiment with food and make unique things.
So super foodie, kind of chef-driven restaurant.
That's why we're successful, because there's nothing like that in Detroit.
What does that restaurant gross a year now?
We have 2, as a matter of fact.
2 restaurants?
We just opened up another one 2 weeks ago.
Where did you get the money to build those 2 restaurants?
Just saving up.
How much money did you save up?
The first restaurant cost us about $70,000. Our 1-year anniversary is coming up in September. We're probably going to do about $350,000.
If you annualize that out next year, what will you gross?
I feel like next year we're probably going to hit $400,000 mark.
How much money profit do you make on that $400,000?
We're probably looking at 30% profit.
So that's good. You're making $120,000.
Yep.
I feel like you've come here and you're like, this is my beautiful cow full of milk, but I want you to buy my goat.
Yeah, by the goat. They really don't like to make milk.
You have 2 hits, and you're going to open up your 3rd. And I want to make sure that that's a hit too. This restaurant, if I'm involved, it's going to do $1.5 million a year, which means you're going to have to do thousands of pies, which means you're going to have lots of guys working for you, and you're going to expect them to make the same quality of food that you can make.
I think that's the biggest question on my mind with you guys.
Scalability?
The scalability.
Think he's too much of an artist?
He talks about it a lot, and it's great, but I give you $350,000, and then you're going to stop cooking at the place you're most passionate about, and you're going to come cook at my pie shop.
Well, the plan is
You're not going to cook at my pie shop.
No. The plan is to teach and train people to make these pies. I am putting my name on it. I don't want to look like a schmuck. I don't want to serve crappy food.
Great. Okay.
I make sure the food is done the right way. She makes sure that the front of the house and the service is the right way.
So we're going to discuss y'all and the other group. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was a lot of information to absorb. We got to taste a lot of very interesting, good food. The category is obviously pies. 2 very different takes on what could be the next big food trend in America.
We can only choose one concept. Joe and I are going to give $7,500 of our own money. You have 36 hours to build what your restaurant would be. And based on your performance, we're either going to invest individually, together, or not at all. Let me start with Sixpence. Very understated food, yet delicious. Problem is you lack focus. So it scares me a little bit to think that I'm going to give you a bunch of money and you don't really know what you're going to do with it.
Rock City, I think that you have a real focus of what your vision for food is for your restaurant. Your problem is how do you create that scalability and give up the control? So 2 very different scenarios.
Hungry entrepreneurs
This is my American dream.
get one shot to open their dream restaurant. You impress, we invest. Restaurant Startup, all new Tuesdays on the fastest growing cable network in primetime, CNBC.